Hey, buddy. Welcome to Wednesday. Today is February 26th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today. I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with the quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we'll talk about what's in my cup, the weather outside, and we'll have some announcements. After the announcements, I'm going to have a very important conversation with a very special friend, and then I'll move into the topic of the day. Once I'm done talking, I'm going to give you a screen that will detail what I will be crocheting in the second part of the video. Now, please know, if you're not a crochet person, that is no reason to run away. In fact, it may be just the reason to stay. And my reasoning for it is because I am merely a crochet buddy. I'll be crocheting. You're free to do whatever you like, whether you knit, diamond dart, do drawings, or whatever. Maybe you're going to just sit and relax. Well, I'm queuing up some good music for us, so I hope it keeps you company as it does for me while I crochet. After I've done the crochet component of the video, I'm going to give you another screen card. In that screen card, I'm going to show you the quote of the day, and then I will give you the end screen. And in that end screen, I'm going to ask you, if you haven't already done so, to hit like. Please hit subscribe, and yes, tickle the bell notification so that you're notified anytime I upload a post, I drop a video, or I go live. All of those things happen a lot on this channel, and I don't want you to miss anything. But the other great thing about the end screen is either YouTube or I are going to recommend a video to you to give you something else to watch. And the reason for that, I want to spend as much time with you as I can. I like to be transparent with you. Now, with that said, let's get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote comes from William Arthur Ward, and he said, "A cloudy day is no match for a sunny disposition." And I hope I emulate that. I know there are plenty of times, whether it's weather related, finance related, life related. Life can life you. Point blank. Life can life you. It will catch you off guard. It can take the wind out of your sails. But if your overall center of disposition is one of sunniness, excitability, and you can find something, anything, to smile about, everything else is a little less stressful. At least that's been my experience over almost 55 years. So, this is why I smile even when it's not the easiest day to smile. So, may I recommend you try that. Now, what's in my cup? Of course, we have our cup today. This is coffee, and of course, my coffee is a little unique. It is my bullet blend coffee where I take my personal bullet blender, I toss into ice cubes, a splash of water. I add in a scoop of chicory, a scoop of my instant coffee, which is Cafe Bustelo, a hint of cinnamon, a scoop of sugar, well, fake sugar, no real sugar here. And I add in a drizzle of my flavoring, which is the Lorraine salted caramel. Blend all of that together, pour it over some ice. I add in what I call a supercharged protein shake, where I take an already made protein shake. Today's shake is by Quest, and it is the salted caramel flavor. I toss in 2 scoops of the Javi protein coffee, salted caramel flavor also. There's a thing. And I blend all of that together in the bullet blender and pour it on top. Stir it together. We've got coffee. That's 50 grams of protein in my coffee. And for me, as a person who admits I'm not the best eater, I need that supercharged protein start of my day. My day starts at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, it gets me going and it keeps me going until I have the time to probably eat my first meal around 11:30 or noon. So there's that. Now, weather. The weather isn't horrible, especially for the 26th of February. Not a real complaint here. The current temperature is 46 degrees. The low was 37. Happy to say I missed that. And the high today is expected to be about 64 degrees. I am appreciative of these increased temperatures because last week the temperatures were in single digits and your girl is not a fan of the single digits. So, from there, let's move on to announcements. And my announcements today are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary. If today is your special day, I sincerely appreciate having you here on your special day because it makes me feel pretty special too. So for that, I say thank you. Please also allow me to say, hey there, hey, to my best buds, and greetings and salutations to my royal court. And if you're wondering who my royal court is and who my best buds are, the answer is very simple. They're the members of my channel. Those are the people who have gone that extra step to support the growth of this channel, and in turn, they get benefits and perks. If you're interested in getting those benefits and perks, by all means, hit the join button just below this video. And if there is no join button, well, that probably means you're on an iOS device. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you can't join the channel. Instead, tap that description box and click the link that's in the description box, which will take you to a search engine that brings all that information up, populates it for you, and you can become a member that way. Either way, I'm glad to have you here. And by the way, if I haven't asked you to do so, please allow me to do that right now. Please hit like for this video. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying what you're watching, and moreover, that it should recommend me out to more people. I'm also going to remind you, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I do have a goal in mind, and we're coming up on a quick deadline, so I'd like to hit it before we get there. And that goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. I am really close to 900. I was over 900. We stepped back. There were people here who didn't want to be here. Bye bye to them. But I'm happy to have you. You. So thank you. And like I said, if you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. Don't forget to tickle the bell notification. And if you're loving the love that you're getting here, by all means, share that love. Send it to somebody you love so that I can love on them too. Now, for that, I thank you most of all. And before I go any further, please allow me to remind you tonight would ordinarily be book club, but we're going to do something a little different and I hope a little fun. I am going to do a collaborative live tonight with Flossom Crochet with Marti. We have a year-long mal going on, and tonight we are going to be dropping March's stitch and colorway. And I am extremely excited about that for two reasons. One, March is going to look really different for us, mostly because it's my birthday month and I love celebrating my birthday, but I really want to celebrate it with you guys. So if you, like I said, haven't subscribed, you're going to want to do that. There will be perks for doing so. So with that said, no book club tonight. March's book, however, will be the 12-week year. And there's a link in the description box that will take you to an Amazon associate link. And that link, yes, it supports the channel, but doesn't cost you any extra money. will bring you to the book that we're going to be covering in the month of March on Wednesdays in our lives at 6 p.m. Central. Like I said, tonight we won't be covering a book, but I think you might want to be there because I know hilarity will ensue. When Marty and I get together, it's always a great time. And I think you want to see that. At least I hope you do. Now, before I go any further, I want to take a moment to have a very important conversation with a very special friend. This friend is someone who may not be having the best of times right now, and I just want to take a moment to love on them a little more and give them a bit of encouragement. And please excuse me as I do. And to our special friend, hello, how are you today? Remember, we're halfway through the week, so you have survived a lot already. Yes, there's still more to go, but you're doing it. And for that, I'm proud of you. I want to say to you, I love you. Let that sit in your spirit for a minute. You are loved. You bring value to the world. You may not see that right this minute, and that's okay. I have those minutes too. But don't let that minute linger for any further. Know me when I tell you I know what I'm talking about. It's okay. You're okay. And how do you continue to be okay or feel more okay? You do simple things. You eat. You drink your water. If meds are appropriate, take your meds. Don't just set them up and plan to take them and not do it. You actually have to do it. The other thing I want to remind you to do, and this is crucial to improvement, have real conversations with your friends, family, maybe a neighbor, or a trusted person of faith. These conversations are where you reveal what you're dealing with. Maybe it's a simple problem to somebody else that is overtaxing you. You'd be surprised at the simple things people can say that can completely turn our lives around. So, have those real conversations. If you don't have anyone in your life that you can have that conversation with, listen, I understand and I have been there too. Then, by all means, go to the resources you have available, your internet or your telephone, and look for a medical or an intellectual professional that you can trust to help you through this journey. It is always okay to say, I am not okay and I need help. All right? Now, for now, just for now, relax a little. Sit back. Listen to me as I continue to talk. One of the things I'm told about my voice is it can be calming. I hope it is for you. But just relax and hang out with us. You're okay. At least here, you're okay. Okay? Guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation with our very special friend. Please understand this. Sometimes that conversation is for me to remind me to eat, to drink my water, that I am loved, and that yes, I need to take my meds. Excuse me for a second. I've got to have a sip of my coffee. This happens. If you talk a lot, eventually your throat gets dry. So that happens to me occasionally. Now, I mentioned that today is Wednesday, and it's WIP Work Wednesday, where I hold myself accountable to you, my audience, about some of the projects that I'm working on that you know about, and occasionally some of the products and projects you don't know about. Now, for those of you who are aware, I have a year-long goal to restash my dishcloths. At the end of the year, every year, As gifts, I give away a lot of dishcloths. And I don't like someone who is rushed in doing things. I'm not good at rushing. I'm a no person when it comes to rushing. So, knowing that I want to give away how many ever dishcloths means, oh goodness, I've got to make this many dishcloths in this amount of time. That's stress. I refuse to stress in 2025. It is not on my bucket list. I'm not doing it. So I created a hashtag that says Restash 2025. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a minimum of 52 dishcloths using the book that is located in the description box below to use those patterns to create those dishcloths. By all means, feel free to grab a copy of that book and join me on the quest to restash in 2025. And this is this week's pattern. This is not in the book. I happen to see this online and think, oh, isn't that gorgeous? And I know that's not the perfect view of it, but it was quick, it is easy, and I love that there is the holes so bubbles can pop through, and the solid stripes that gives it functionality. And it's cute. I may make another one. Who knows? But either way, I'm still on my quest and on my goal, and I'm on track, which excites me. In fact, I'm ahead of the game. So there is that. Now, this week you guys have been seeing me crochet a fabric, but you didn't know necessarily what it was if you weren't looking at the screen card that I put up. And this is the progress that I've made with that. This is the top. I'm about to start squaring off the neck of it so that I can create the front panel of that shirt. I'm excited about it. I love the pattern that is coming out of it. Of course, this is going to be a shell kind of top that'll go over like a tank shirt or maybe even a tank dress. But I love that it'll give that pop of color that I'm looking for. I can wear that with a navy, a white, or a black, and it's going to look stunning. So that's coming along beautifully. The other thing I wanted to update you on is yes, I have made some progress with Sunny's sweater, but I'm not as far as I would like to be, mostly because I was prioritizing those two things to get them a little further down the line on my hook. And another project I'm working on, of course, is the shawl. Yeah, it's a UFO at this point because I haven't picked it up in almost 3 weeks. Crazy as it is. But I'm sure those of you who have multiple WIPs going on have projects that may not get as much priority as you would like for them to, but they're there nonetheless. And those are the projects I want to update you on. It's been 18 minutes and I have been talking. And I'm ready to crochet. Well, okay, yes, let's be fair. I've already done the crochet, but I do want to get this video up and assembled for you because I've got a lot of other things I want to do, including crochet away from the camera for a while. So, for today, for now, I want to remind you, I love you. I am so very grateful to have you here today. I thank you. I thank you for being here. Please, if you haven't already done so, hit like. If you haven't subscribed, do exactly that. Subscribe. I want to have you every chance I get, and I want you to know that I appreciate you being here. Hit the bell icon because I don't want you to miss anything. And yes, ordinarily I don't ask, but I'm remembering how important it is to ask. Share. Share me with someone that you care about, who you want to give a little love to. Consider this your love card. Pass it on. Don't just hold it, pass it on. It helps me grow. And for that, I thank you. But I also want to say, just for now, I love you. I value you. Now eat. Drink your water. If meds are appropriate for you, then yes, even you need to take your meds. And I will be here on the other side of that card in just a second. But that card is going to be there to let you know what I'm crocheting, what the pattern is, if there's a pattern available, and in this case, I know there is, what yarn I'm using, and what hook size, in the event you want to make one too. But just for now, enjoy the music, enjoy the crochet, and I will see you next time. Until then, have some fun today, okay? All right, bye-bye.